Jennie Kermode, and I'm recording this for alt.gothic, so I can go on YouTube and people can finally find out that I don't sound like Groundskeeper Willie, so okay next. I don't actually know what to talk about, and I should also point out that I have a sore throat at the moment, so I'm not entirely going to sound like myself anyway. And Stuart is hopefully going to be asking me some questions so I can think of something to say. Stuart?
Well, why don't you start by telling us where we are just now, because let's face it, it's lovely.
We're in Woodlands. There's this sort of bit off one side where some fence came down, so we went into it, and this, if it's illegal, then it's now all on camera. I don't know about that. It's a nice wee gardeny bit. It was full of rubbish that some Neds left, but it's an okay bit, yeah.
Outstanding. So, I was going to pillage the Netscape for questions, so how about your favourite dinners?
Dinners?
Yeah, I don't think we've got a dinner question, we should have.
We went for curry last night because Erith's woman was not about because she's panicking over exams, so we used to go for curries on Wednesday nights, and Erith was trying not to so much. Now he's getting a little wider, but we decided that we would anyway. But I just had a poor thing because I was quite full. My friend Ron has been staying recently, Ron the golf compatible, so as David Gerard called her. So Ron cooks enormous dinners when she's around. She's vegetarian, but she cooks sort of big, bulky food. So she was feeding me porridge every day that was making me feel quite ill. It's nice porridge, but I feel like not eating for a week after that. So I'm afraid dinners aren't really the best subject just now.
Well, see, now that you've mentioned curry with Erith, everyone's going to be wondering if you had the daddy option.
The whole daddy option thing is weird. I don't know, I think Erith made that up, or that's just the thing that his family does. Because it seems to me like it's just a sort of arrangement for the most pretentious meal that anybody can come up with on any given occasion, and the one that gets in the way most. Like when things get brought to the table at 9 different dishes and there's nowhere for anybody else to put their stuff.
See, the option that I immediately thought of was daddy or chips.
I don't actually know what that is.
We'll go with chips then.
Chips?
Yeah.
I'm not that into chips. I don't know, I used to eat chips and curry sauce a lot, and I used to eat chips and cheese a lot, but that was because
it's pro food.
My doctors at the time said I had hardly any money, and they said this is a good way to get calories, and given that I had trouble eating, except when I was drunk, they said whenever you're drunk, go and get some chips and cheese, and I did this on my doctor's advice. And when I didn't have enough money, the corridor used to give me chips and cheese for cheap anyway, because I was a regular customer, so that worked out.
That's some fairly awesome doctor advice. So, yeah.
I've had some weird doctor advice in my time.
What is the weirdest doctor advice you've ever had?
Probably when I was 14, and they said if you get pregnant it might fix your hormone problems.
That's a bit mental.
But I'm not the only person I knew who got told that at 14, so that's kind of worrying. Yeah.
How awesome is Whitby going to be?
Whitby is going to be totally awesome. Whitby is going to be so awesome that if Shani gets really, really drunk, Donald's not going to be there, so she won't have a regular drunken companion, but she can still get drunk on Donald's advice. He's made her promise that she has to have a whole bottle of whiskey at some point for him, as well as her other alcohol intake. Then she could say awesome all evening in her drunken state, and she still won't say awesome enough to sum up how awesome Whitby will be. But Doug's not going, and that sucks.
What?
He's not. He's like totally not going. He's going to go in November. But
Doug, if you're watching this, get that shit sorted out.
yeah,
You're lame.
It's no good.
Times 3. You're the suck times 3. So, wrapping up time. What would you like to say to the people at home?
I don't know. If I could think of anything to say, then I wouldn't have asked you to interview me. I'm shy at this. Sorry.
Fair play. I'm not going to be any less shit. Bye bye, alt.gothic.